This is a review of the DBK new camera flash, which is Speedlight model DF-400. Works with Canon, Nikon, Olympus, Pentax, Samsung, Fuji, Ricoh, digital DSLR, and digital cameras with a single contact hot shoe. Inside the box, you'll find the user manual, which is available inside in Chinese and English, the warranty card, the flash itself, a nice carrying bag, and a freestanding foot that you can use it to stand on a table or desk to flash, or it has a tripod mount on the bottom. In front of the unit, you'll see a optical sensor for use with the remote to synchronize flashes. You can rotate the head down and adjust it. You can see the front of the flash itself. It has a built-in diffuser that you can pull out and diffuse the light for wide-angle shots. In addition, it has a flash redirection. You can pull out this white panel to flash more of the light onto your subject, and you can put the diffuser in and use it with or without the diffuser. Here, you'll see the battery compartment, and it takes 4 AA batteries. You can see the polarities here are marked on the side. One set of batteries will last between 110 to 1500 flashes. I've used a set of rechargeable batteries about 300 times, but I don't know why the broad difference in the battery life specs. It does recommend to use alkaline batteries. You can see I have 4 batteries inserted. I use rechargeable in-loop batteries. I find they do a good job, and they're less expensive than buying alkaline batteries and throwing them away. Here on the side, you can see the Canon external power socket and also the PC synchronization port for input. Here on the side of the flash that faces you, you'll see a power off-on button. Here is your electronic flash setting. There are 8 levels of flash, and this is the minus and the plus button to allow you to ramp up and make the adjustments. The adjustments range from 1/128th, 1/64th, 1/32nd, 1/16th, 1/8th, 1/4th, 1/2, and a 1:1 power rating on the flash intensity. Again, the plus and minus buttons help you set that. Here you can have the mode set to modes M, S1, and S2. The red LED here will light when the unit is charged and ready to take a flash. And in addition, if you want to test it, you have a test button that you can press and test the flash to make sure that it's working. Again, like I said, you do have a power off-on button here. Before I mount the flash, I want to show the operation. I'm going to turn it on. You can see it light up, and it already charged very quickly. It's set on the maximum flash level here. There's a yellow LED below that, and it's set into the S1 mode. If I hit the minus button, I can step it down, and you can see it stepping down into the intensity levels. Nice and easy to do, easy to set up. The mode button, very quick to go through the different levels. Here it's fully charged. I'm going to try a test so you can see how bright it is when it flashes. And you can see there it's very, very intense, and it charged instantly. I'm going to mount this flash to a Canon EOS 7D, and then I'm going to show how to tighten it down and use it. See, I've got this thumb lock screwed all the way up so it's not in the way, and I'm going to insert this lens very carefully into the mounting shoe of the camera, slide it forward, and now I'm going to take this thumb screw and tighten it down to tighten the flash into the shoe so it's tight and doesn't move. That way you make sure it's not going to fall out while you're shooting your camera. You can see I've got it mounted on the camera. This is the forward shooting mode. What I like about these types of flashes is the ability to direct the flash upwards and shoot the ceiling above the subject. That way you get indirect lighting. I think it makes the photo look very nice. You don't get the bright spots on the subject. You can't do that with the built-in flash, and that's one of the powers you have here, being able to direct the flash the way you want. And the other benefit is the very fast recycle time of a flash like this. I've been shooting some photographs, and the ready light comes on instantaneously. It's unbelievably fast. Here we are in the basement, and I wanted to take a photograph of the chessboard here that's on this table, coffee table. And you can see it's highly detailed characters, but when I turn the overhead lights off, it's going to be extremely dark. And as a result of that, I'm going to use a flash to try to see how good a picture I can get. I'm going to take one picture with a head-on flash, and the other one with a directed flash to the ceiling, and we'll compare the two. Here I have the camera on. I'm going to turn on the flash. You can see that it was instantly charged. It's ready to go. I'm going to shoot it at the highest maximum flash intensity, so we'll see how it comes out. Here you can see a shot of the chessboard with the bounce flash coming off the ceiling and lighting the chessboard very nicely. Here you can see a close-up of the dragon, which is the white knight, and the detail of the piece. You can see that the back is even lit up, and you can see the boku and the figures behind it. Just remember that this is in a very dark basement, and you can still get good photography with the right flash and ISO settings. Here you can see the white dragon knight and the dark pawn from the opposite side of the board. Even the details in the dark pawn are pretty good with the flash. Here you can see I've changed the ISO settings and reduced the flash slightly to get more natural colors out of the chessboard and the pieces themselves. Here you have the dragon knight and the black queen. Here you can see a head-on flash shot directly at the dragon knight and the white bishop. You can see the detail in the two pieces. This is an excellent flash to create this kind of perfect setting for a dark room. Here you can see a head-on flash onto a sign that's on the wall for my pool room. And you can see how the bright flash glares in the piece. You can see a bounce shot with the flash bouncing off the ceiling. You can see the change in color and the great reduction in the glare. This is the benefit of using bounce flash photography. As you can see in my photographs, they came out quite well. Even though I'm an amateur photographer, I got some close-up shots in some dark areas, and I did some bounce shots off the ceiling to use a bounce flash. This is an excellent flash. I'd like you to know that. It worked well. From the performance that I've seen, I rate this flash at 5 stars. I was really surprised at how quickly it recharged with the flash and the batteries. It was almost instantaneous. Excellent results. This review is done by jjceo. I'd like to tell you I received a sample for test and evaluation, and I promise to give a fair and honest review.